Tá aí, ó. O Twitter da Tami é _HeyTami, vai estar lá em cima ali, ó. Vou colocar no desktop. Parabéns, viu, Tami? God demais. God demais, velho. Muito legal e com certeza um baita trabalho para nossa comunidade, viu, Tami? God demais. Bora ver a entrevista do professor. Obrigado a todos.
Happy because we qualified for another major as legends. It means a lot to us, a lot to prove. It's not easy getting the team back together after so many years. FNX didn't play since 2017, basically. And, I mean, we're so happy about it.
Listen, buddy, a lot of people,
Nossa,
including myself, when I saw this lineup come together, thought to myself, that's a cool lineup for a lot of other reasons than playing on the server. I thought to myself that it was going to be too hard. You said it yourself here, FNX hasn't played since 2017. Bolts haven't really found much success. Fur coming back into it as well. How hard has it been for you guys to rediscover the level that you're showing right now? Because I said before, the way you're playing right now, you actually deserve to be where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to try to add a lot of updates into some players' mind as fast as possible.
Sure.
Because the meta changed a little bit on some regards, right? People are playing off info so much, and all those guys are playing FPL all day, and they are trading information, they're trading CS knowledge between themselves. And I mean, our players, some of them 3 years off of that. So I mean, there's a lot to catch. And at the same time, you have to understand that it's impossible to throw everything at my players, expecting to learn before they try it, right? So it's a little bit frustrating because sometimes you want things to be faster, but at the same time, you have to give time to it. You have to play some games, lose some games, you know. You have to go through the process. And I came back to this team and came back to creating my team again like that just because I want to enjoy the process. And so far it's been very pleasant.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
You qualified for the Legend States. I'm always mind blown by that. Be honest with me right here. You know, creating this team a couple of months ago, did you believe that would be possible already now, or had you your eyes set on the next major?
So the thing is, I know the kind of level we can play because of the practice. I know how good we can get. And today was a good demonstration of how good we can play. I think it's the best match we played so far. Yeah. And I'm very proud of that. But at the same time, there's so much to go through in order to get there. You don't know which kind of mental state those players are going to come for a major game like that. But I mean, those guys, they're not times major champion for no reason, right? They know what they're doing.
Sure. Fallen, I want to ask, with your lineup, we've seen a couple kind of rebuild lineups come back. Several other sort of last dances. We saw the NIP guys reassemble on Dignitas. It had some mixed results. We see what EG's doing now with some of the old Cloud9 guys, also not having the best results. But why do you guys think you were able to recapture the fire and actually get this far and make it to top 16? What goes through the minds and the accountability process of all the guys that, like you said, FNX coming back? How is he in such decent form already?
Yeah, that's exactly what people were saying when we tried to come back. Like, why would you go for something that never worked? And I mean, that's what being Brazilian is. That's what overcoming all the things that people say you can't do. That's being the best version of ourselves and making the impossible coming impossible, right? So yeah, everyone was saying that bringing back old lineups will never work. We have a HLTV thread about it. It's the first time they decided to do something about that was about us. So yeah, I got very pissed about it when I saw it because I was like, that's one of the biggest outlet out there, and I enjoy HLTV so much. I'm a big fan of their work since day one. You know, I have been there with them for so long. And they created a post about it. Like, why are they bringing Last Dance together? And here is why.
Do you think that your lineup is more fueled by...
Meu amigo, velho. Era o que eu tinha falado ontem no Donos da Bala antes, velho. É isso, o professor, quando ele fala, amigão. Quando ele chega pra chegar, é toma, velho. Toma e toma. E não adianta, hein? Aí, mas não adianta. Já perdeu. Agora só segue o jogo. Não adianta mais, tipo, já perdeu. Essa aqui tu já tomou, viu? HL, já tomou essa daí. Segue o jogo agora e vida que segue. Porque essa daí já é derrota.
The attempt at glory or with spite?
What do I mean, sorry?
Like with anger. Are you angry? Is anger fueling you, or do you just want to be the best again?
I mean, it's more about enjoying the pleasant of going through the process, honestly. Okay. Because when we tried to do that in 2015, it was quite the same. Like, we came from a region that had barely any chance to play against Europe and North America for so long. And we had to grind ourselves into matches, learn from every single game we played. And we made it work and became the best in the world for 2 years in a row. I'm not saying we're going to do that here. And of course, that's the goal for every single team in the tournament. They want to be the best. We want to be the best too. But just enjoying the process like we did in 2015 and being able to reproduce some success, even if at this level, it already feels awesome.
Fallen, without hurting your feelings right here, I'm going to call you old because you've been around for a very long time.
I'm old.
You are old, right? Especially in this world, but you seem happy, right? You seem to enjoy the game again. I love when we're at majors. It's all about celebrating the game, celebrating the emotions. Are you more happy playing Counter-Strike now that you've been in a long time?
I'm very happy playing. It's a bit hard for me. I have a lot of back pain lately.
Okay.
My lower back is completely
getting old.
from all the years playing. Yeah, I mean, when I started playing, we didn't have any gaming chairs. Like, we're playing on bar chairs, like, you know, those wide plastic chairs. So that's where I came from. And, you know, I never paid much attention to the way I would sit and all those things. When I started, people didn't want to even be a gamer. Like, you were just playing cyber coffees. Your mom would be saying, hey, stop doing nothing, you know, like go to the school and those kinds of things. And nowadays, the landscape changed a lot. But I am the guy who experienced all this. And my back is suffering a lot of pain. I have been taking meds for the last 4 or 5 days. Every time a tournament is going to start, I have a lot of pain. So I'm working to strengthen and get better physically. But yeah, the age is there. It's not easy.
All right. Well, get well soon, man.
Fallen, I want to ask about sort of the landscape change, particularly at majors as well, because you've been through so many majors yourself with your teammates as well, so many different landscapes, different formats for the majors too. How does it compare now, coming into 2022, looking at, you know, so many more teams competing in majors? Can you kind of give us a few words for that?
I love the fact that the majors are still about being very global, involving all the regions. I think that cannot change. I understand the fact that a lot of people think Europe is the strongest region, and I agree. But if we start doing only Europe, those regions never going to have a chance to really come lights up. And for example, when I was playing 2006, 2009, there was a tournament called World Cyber Games, and it was the only tournament that would give a free spot to a Brazilian team to travel internationally. And that tournament basically set up the entire year for all teams. They're all playing because of it. So for the majors, for example, if we start removing spots from places, their scenes are going to die, just like happened in Brazil. So it's very important for the majors to stay like that. It was great to play against the Mongolian team, IIC. They had so much structure on their game. It was very hard. And I mean, they play better than Force today.
O Fallen é muito foda, velho. Cara, ele é muito, mano. Muito foda. Esses caras tinham que...
I mean, Fallen, just
Quando terminar, pagar por essa entrevista.
words. FNX, 100% of the majors he's attended. So,
I mean,
again?
It's either FNX or BIT right from now. One of them have to keep the status.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys going through the Legend stage. We're going to take a look at some of the results to round out the Challenger stage here at the PGL Antwerp Major. I kind of wanted to get your thoughts, Fallen, on this. Were you surprised to see Bad News Eagles taking down MRBL?
I mean, I think my BR is getting better and better with the news additions.
Yeah.
I think Shallow and Jota are very good players. I mean, they made their core very strong. Exit is a very good player too. And Wood and Turtle they're building up the team together. The fact that BIT, or BIT, the Brazilian one, came as a coach, I think is improving them strongly and fast. But I think it came out to the individual plays. And those B&E guys, like I say, they're playing FPL all day. I have played with a lot of those guys when I come to Europe. And they're good. They know what they're doing. They know their timings. They know their defensive plays.
Eles são bons pra caralho, esses caras.
I think my Barry had...
Os caras são bons, velho. Esses caras sabem jogar. Aquele Rigon é muito bom, velho. E cada jogo contra o brasileiro, alguém faz o jogo da vida, né? Mas o Rigon, no geral, ele é muito bom,
I'm not impressed that BNI ticket.
What about your ex-team, Liquid, taking down Astralis in that fashion, did it?
I met Keith Nafly before coming to this yesterday night. And I say, hey, we need to go through, man, both of us. And he was like, yeah, if you go through, I'm going to go through. And I said, but you're going to play first, so you have to win first. And then he got his win, and I was like, dude, he already did his part. Now I have to win mine. It wasn't easy. I'm very happy for them. I think I had a great time on Team Liquid, even though it was stressful at times, you know, a lot of problems here and there, but problems are going to be everywhere. And what I took from Team Liquid was so much in terms of how they treated me and how much... I had a chance to prove myself with international players. That was the first time I did it, basically, entire international team, and I'm so glad that they gave me this chance. So I love Team Liquid. I was cheering for them a lot.
Tenho que pagar alguma coisa por essa entrevista? É de graça? Beleza. Se é de graça, eu vou aproveitar. Se é de graça, eu vou aproveitar.